времени суток, дамы и господа. Вы на канале Red Ghost Game. Мы продолжаем проходить Dragon Age. Сейчас пойдем по сюжету. Пишите свои комментарии. Именно мы остановились знаки и признаменования. Признаки мора. Вот. Погнали. Ну, конечно же, первый страж меня очень разочаровал. Давай поговорим, мелкая. Начать. Из серых стражей только доверяют, что изменился только двое. Это точнее.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Llewellyn, the woman who led us all.
Да вы что, прикалываетесь? Сделать из Инквизитора девушку, когда много кто создавал мужчин. С этой повесткой вы, конечно, меня задрали уже. Просто-напросто. Приветствую.
Andaran Artishon. Anathara. I wish we could be meeting without our gods threatening to blight the world.
A blight that spreads wider with each passing heartbeat.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
Не знаю, получится ли у нас.
We've been doing what we can, but I'll be honest. Right now, feels like we're in over our heads.
You've already faced setbacks. You'll face more. Your actions will have consequences.
Did you see what happened to the Viper? We know all about consequences.
Such thinking is a trap you can ill afford. The Viper was blighted because of Elganon and Gillenane, but the city of Treviso was saved because of you.
I can't tell you that it's going to be easy, or that you'll look back at every choice you made and be satisfied. But I'm asking you not to worry about that future until we have one. Right now, we need you to stop the gods.
All right. I'll do my best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
Так, подробнее. Как вы здесь оказались?
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morrigan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet her.
Расскажи мне больше о йоге.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the South.
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
We think their goal is to prevent the South from rallying to aid any war effort up here. It's working. The armies of the South have their hands full protecting their own cities. But some friends and I are doing what we can to rally them together. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. you stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the blight.
Так. Связи нужны.
I've been having trouble getting people in authority to listen to us. If you help with some of your political strength...
My political strength? Tevinter hates me. The Venatori helped make sure of that. And while I have a few friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't much cared for me since we clashed at Adamant Fortress.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette? We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him. Somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Solus is trapped in the Fade. He's not my biggest concern at the moment.
Solus is trapped in your dreams, and while he cannot match Elganon or Gillenane in strength, he is far more cunning. He is the Dreadwolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many times do you think the gods thought him trapped and helpless?
Solus was... important to me. If this statuette helps you understand him, if it uncovers something that... Honestly, I don't know. I wish I did. But this feels like a part of him. And whatever he and I want... I think... I hope...
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first.
Thank you.
Ой, это все, что ли? Вот эта встреча называется. Ну, давай, грузись. Да чё ж там так растянуто? Ударить по Винатории.
We should take a break. Head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
Ветер перемен. Ну, давай, грузись быстрее, ну. Джей, ветер перемен. Так,
Dirt
а
on a
тут
magic.
что?
How has been Rathus since the dragon attack?
After the dragon attack, after demons swarmed the streets, after the palace shot at everyone, we're having a ball.
Ah, sorry.
What for? You didn't attack the city. The shadow dragons are dealing with it. At least, we're trying to. I just worry about Asher. He rests as much as we do.
Ну и чё надо тут делать? пришли, поговорили, ушли. Что-то как-то не очень. Нету конкретики в действиях у них. Совершенно. А вы как думаете?
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except me, seems like. Guess the First Warden didn't like me joining your team.
Calling Wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an Archdemon with them.
Нужно предупредить их.
We need to warn the Wardens. Let them know what's coming.
Agreed. Rook, if the gods have an Archdemon, Warden lore says Archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solus. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
Осада. Еще Хатрик хочет поговорить. Джей. Так, и... Нет. Сейчас до этой мелкой дойдем, потом уже... И... Потом уже помедитируем. Посмотрим, что скажет. Ну, давай, мелкая.
Any luck tracking down your mystery friend?
Orzammar has requested I stop harassing their citizens with my talk of dwarven magic.
Обидно.
Damn, that's a disappointment.
Well, I'm not gonna find my answers in Orzammar. My contacts had no idea what I was talking about.
So, what
И
now?
что теперь?
I was thinking. The voice said, look to those closest to the
Держись,
stone.
хоть камню.
What if she never meant Orzammar?
Раздамар.
Eh?
There is another great tide, the original capital of the dwarves, Kalsharak.
Колшарак.
It was lost during the First Blight, and its people survived in isolation for hundreds of years. They re-emerged, some 20 years ago?
And you think they're close to the stone?
Orzammar can't help. What have I got to lose?
Так, а если Раздамар лгут?
I'm curious about Kalsharak's isolation.
The dwarves took heavy losses during the First Blight. To stop the Darkspawn from overrunning them, they closed off passages in the deep roads. Those that could retreated to Orzammar. Kalsharak was lost. They abandoned the city and its people, sealed them away with the Darkspawn.
Ну, какой ужас.
There must have been another way. What they did was monstrous.
Can you imagine being trapped, knowing death was coming?
But they didn't die. The rumors...
That the dwarves of Kalsharak had to change to survive? No one's really sure what that means exactly.
When we find them, you can ask.
Если Орзамар лгут.
Are you sure Orzammar isn't hiding something?
Pressing them for information would be tricky. I could anger someone important. If Kal Shirak doesn't turn out, I can go back to poking at Orzammar. But not before then.
И что делать?
How do we get in touch with these Kalsharok dwarves?
Already working on it. You don't spend 10 years in the Inquisition without making contacts. I should have a meeting set up by the time we're ready to leave.
И что, заданий дадут? Да, задание дали. Так, поиск информации. И чё? Пристрашей. Да ладно. Вольная марка. Чё, так и таким образом... Откроем всю карту, что ли? Хорошо. Сначала до этого дойдем до Солоса, поговорим, и потом мы уже этой мелко будем помогать. 3 сотни. Так, и чё? 6-й. Это чё такое? А, это задание, статуэтка. Все, понял, для чего она.
You cannot do this, Alganan. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evenuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
А вот и раскол. Когда произошел.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dreadwolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods? Well, mine and Davrin's, and Rook's.
There they are, the Elven creators. I used to be jealous of the Dalish elves. because they got to learn all these stories I only barely knew. Now I get to see the truth of it. And it turns out, the truth is awful.
Awful is an understatement. I wish they were monsters. Something grand and terrible. Seeing them like that, they're no better than Tevinter nobles.
But no worse, either. They were people. And people can let you down.
All right. What else can we take from this memory?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgranon over him. A betrayal.
It sounded like Solus was loyal to Mythal. What did Elganon call him? Mythal's lapdog? And then she grabs power alongside Elganon instead of standing for her principles. I'd be angry too.
Angry enough to start a rebellion?
That's not how he'd see it. He didn't destroy the world. Elganon did. Solus did what he considered necessary to stop him.
Solus would try to justify what he did, but he'd also blame himself for what happened.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
His regrets. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dread Wolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solus would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
Ну вот. Да как-то не очень-то и радужно получается, если честно. Ну, Солос, ты где? Давай выходи, хитрый кот.
How fares your battle?
The gods are moving against Weishaupt and the Grey Wardens. We've heard rumors the Darkspawn are being led by an archdemon.
And you have questions?
I need to know how archdemons relate to the gods. Are they just like the blighted dragons, or are they something else? I also need to know how to deal with the gods if they show up at Weishaupt.
I propose a bargain. I will answer your question if you answer mine.
What?
How are the Grey Wardens? Do they understand the truth of the danger yet?
Я же доказала, что готова.
We've been through this already. You agreed to help me.
What did you think my help would look like, Rook? I need to know that you are prepared.
Некоторые поняли.
I've gotten a few of them to come around.
A few of them?
We've even got a Grey Warden on the team now. Davrin.
But the Grey Wardens as a whole still do not trust you yet, as I feared.
We're making progress.
When I asked why you should be trusted to lead the fight, you said that nobody else was doing it. That sufficed for me, but you will need more to convince the Grey Wardens. They see themselves as destined to lead this battle. You cannot defeat Elganan and Gillenane without the Wardens. What will you do to bring them to your side?
Давайте продолжим.
All I can really do is keep trying to get through to them.
Have you ever ridden home in a wagon and felt the streets go from paved to dirt beneath the wheels? The horse is slow, and everything grows quiet as you're near home. What do you call that feeling?
I don't really have a word for it.
No, you do not. Elganan destroyed that emotion. He burned it from the mind of every living being. There were spirits of that feeling, just as there are spirits of joy, or fear, or despair. I begged them to fight.
What happened to them?
They waited too long. Without the emotion in this world to focus on, they faded until nothing remained. When you grow quiet, it is a part of your soul reaching for a feeling and finding emptiness. Because I failed.
I understand. I'm not going to fail.
How? What will you do?
Отвечать я даже не знаю.
I can't force the First Warden to listen. I have to let the Wardens try it their way.
And how many Wardens will die before the First Warden realizes his mistake?
I've done everything I can to reason with him.
I once warned an elven village that Gillenane was coming and they were in danger. They would not listen. I had to watch as their bodies twisted, as their shrieks turned into the grunting of animals. Their eyes were the worst part. They were still aware. They knew what had been done to them. I gained little peace from knowing that I had tried to warn them. Is that what you hope for?
No. I have to find a way to get through to them.
Then what will you do?
I don't have to convince all of them. I just have to convince the First Warden.
Or remove him.
Enjoyable as that is to imagine, I doubt the rest of the Wardens would approve.
Did you know the Evanuris once numbered many more than those whose names survive in the Elven Pantheon? One warlord was particularly cruel. I sought to free his slaves, but so fearsome was his reputation that none would join me.
What did you do?
I made people laugh at him.
How did that help?
For 12 years. Every sound near him, from whispered pleas to shouted oaths to crackling fire, all became mocking laughter. His mind broke under the ridicule, and when he fell, his slaves rose up and joined me.
I doubt laughter is going to work on the First Warden.
If not that, then what?
Whatever it takes.
Easily said, but it will have to be enough for now. You have answered my question, and I owe you an answer in return.
Yes. The old gods of Tevinter, the archdemons.
There never were Tevinter gods. The archdemons, as you call them, were always merely the weapons of the Evanuris.
All right. Let's hope we can find the gods before they find their weapons.
Unfortunately, the Dragon Thrall's life force is bound to the Evanuris as both power and protection. You will not be able to kill or likely even harm one of the Evanuris until their Dragon Thrall is slain.
What can you tell me about the archdemons themselves?
Each is different, shaped by the whims and ego of its master. Elganan is the Lord of Tyranny. He would have ruled alone had Nathor not forced him to share power. Those who are strong, he molds into dictators themselves, with visions of godhood. Those who are weak, he crushes. His archdemon reflects him. It is huge to feed his ego, the epitome of dragonkind, bent to his will.
Elganon sounds legitimately terrible.
He is cruelty and arrogance personified. All of the Evanuris were flawed, but he made all of them worse. By contrast, Gillenane was a servant of Andrew, whose skill at making monsters earned her promotion to the Evanuris. She is brilliant, ambitious, and unconstrained by anything you would understand as morality. In a kinder world, you would never need to see what she has done to her archdemon. In this world, I only hope you kill it quickly. In any event, the Evanuris will not be vulnerable until their archdemons are dead.
The old stories of the Tevinter gods have them whispering in the dreams of ancient magisters. How did they do that, if they were just tools of the elven gods?
The archdemons were once high dragons. The Evanuris bound them as a source of power. When I imprisoned the gods, their dragons remained free. That was my mistake.
How so?
I never bound a dragon to myself, for I believed that to enslave another creature was immoral. As such, I did not understand the power that connection gave. I thought the prison I had made was perfect. But their dragons were the conduit through which they spoke to dreaming minds.
Any other surprises we should know about?
Even with their dragons dead, the Evanuris are powerful and well protected. You will need to use my dagger, the one you recovered. It can pierce their enchantments and strike them down.
All right. Kill the archdemons, then use the dagger to take down the gods.
Even a single opportunity to strike the Evanuris down will be rare, fleeting, and costly. You will not have another chance to catch them unawares. When you strike, you must be fully prepared.
Ладно, запомню. Сначала поднакачиваем союзников, находим на союзников, качаем на союзников, и потом уже вовсю со всей силы нападаем на этих тварей.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanuris seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Oh, I wish I could believe you. I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanuris and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
О как.
Did Mythal call Solus love? in that memory.
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they express things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then,
Nah, they were doing it.
Oh, they were absolutely doing it.
Being with someone you're rebelling against? Doesn't sound like so.
He also met her in secret and talked about how they could run off together.
it sounded so tragic. And
oh, wait. Never mind. That does sound like him.
And he warns her about the other god using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
Так, расскажите историю.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the... She put on armor, magic armor, made of something called the Void. Drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
Okay. Solus warns Mythal about the other gods using the Blight. It's not just bad, it's something bad he feels responsible for. The Blight was our mistake.
How is the Blight their mistake? Did they find it? Did they make it?
Whatever it was, it convinced Mythal to take him seriously.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what?
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he...
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, she met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice.
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Okay, sorry, point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
Solus tried to do the right thing by warning Mythal about the other gods using the Blight, but he got her killed.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Todd?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he never got to make it right.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes up.
Ну, давайте уже. Так. Ладно, давайте. 5-минутный перерыв, а потом уже пойдем. Отправимся помогать мелкой гномке. продолжаем.
Thanks for coming, Rook. I hope the Kalsharok dwarves have some answers.
Тут ничего особого нету. Наподобие Арзамара.
Company, get ready. Made it through that one.
Так, яркость драгоценный камень, ценный предмет. А тут что? Опять спуск. Ну.
Supposed to meet someone named Veilguard? He told me to come here. He seemed nice in his message.
Ага, я ждем. 15 золота.
So you don't actually know who or what this Veilguard is?
A new friend, I hope.
Нету. Пойдемте дальше. А там что? Надеюсь, что не надо новую фракцию. Так, а тут по сундукам что? По сундукам тут ничего. Не. А тут. Так, с поля битвы. Битва за юг. Круг. Хотя обстоятельства нашей встречи были не такими, как нам тобой хотелось бы. Мне радует, что удалось. Печально. Так, плюс 3 к максимальному зарядов отражения ударов. Отражение ударов теперь поглощает только 40%. Не, такой себе будет, если честно. Тут ничего особого нету.
We're supposed to meet Stalgard here. Leave it to me.
That goes to you. Hardin, nice work.
That has to be Stalgard.
Ну, Фалдара, подожди, там заберу сундучок. Надо пригодится. Спутники. Так, где там Неф? Необычный, редкий. Персонаж. Ну все, погнали. Ну, что скажешь?
Stalgard?
Yes.
И?
Lace Harding, of the Inquisition.
Wait, how do you know about...
And this is the one they call Rook? A Tevinter mage.
So you've heard of us?
You have brought a strange assortment to our gates, Lace Harding.
Спасибо тебе за помощь.
Thanks for meeting with us. I really hope you can help Harding.
You are gracious in your address. It is not necessary. Tell me what you wish.
I'm looking for someone touched by the Ancients. Does that mean anything to you?
Yes, she has been waiting for you. Follow, and keep your weapons ready. The roads are dark. The creatures there even more so.
Хватит уже пугать, товарищ.
You are staring.
What? No.
You want to know if you can see the corruption you really can?
Sorry. I shouldn't have.
Ilya, have you seen my chisel?
The one that's
Check your pockets.
Это пригодится. А тут что-нибудь есть? О. Не зря заглянул. А тут что? Да, хватит убегать. А там что? Я вот боюсь, что как раз вот это станет причиной.
A person will do almost anything to survive. That is what my people did. Become like the Darkspawn, or be destroyed by them.
Not much of a choice.
А там что?
What was that like?
It gave me an appreciation.
Ядровики. Ресурсы. Забрал.
I always found it strange.
А тут что? Ешка анализированная пыль. Уже что-то с чем-то. Также ядровик. А тут что? Подожди.
What do you mean you're like the Darkspawn?
The Wardens will be welcome here once the outpost is re-established.
When the Darkspawn first
It's a trading outpost.
we lost many.
Do you intend to use it for trade again?
Some found another way. Atuva Galta Satot. The stone is colder than death, as they say.
Ничего.
Let's finish this.
Так вот это делается. Подожди, ты куда так спешишь? Я еще не закончил досматриваться.
This goes on forever, doesn't it? People get lost in the catacombs.
Not far now.
Уже недалеко. Ну, хорошо. Нам надо открыть эту дверь, да?
Blight. It grows too quickly these days, and it feels different.
You can feel the blight?
Many from Kalsharok can, somewhat. Long story. The corruption here has its root elsewhere. Destroy it, and this growth will become vulnerable.
Destroy the source of the blight growths? We can do that.
I will stay on guard here.
Хорошо.
Right.
Так, это что интересно? Так, пойдем решить улучшение. А редкость повышена. Ладно, буду знать.
Lift's stuck. Looks like a rock wedged in the mechanism.
I might be able to help with that. You got it.
И где этот? А, он снизу. Не получилось допрыгнуть. Как-то не то получается. Если честно. Ну ладно, пойдем-ка дальше.
I bet it's this way.
Да что ты говоришь, мелкая? Что-то как-то это отвлекает немного. Восемь чистых рот.
hate to say it, but it feels like we're being watched.
Of course.
Еще золотишко. Не, это ресурсы.
There's a problem.
Nice hit, Rook. Get clear. You got him.
Move now.
I hate fighting Darkspawn. And they're everywhere down here. What are the chances we won't see any more of them? Get out of there!
Ничего страшного. Кого не делает. У меня вопрос.
Wait, did anyone else see that? I thought I saw someone.
Someone down here?
Maybe it was just a shadow.
Got company. Rook gets that one.
get through the door now? Let's go check with Stalgard.
Хорошо. Потом будет место, чтобы... Точнее, будет время, чтобы...
You did good work. The blight growths have weakened.
So, we can keep going?
Yes. Come. Mind yourself, and show respect when you enter the sanctum.
Yes, of course. But who are we meeting?
I will let her speak for herself. But we of Kal Sharok revere her deeply for being one with the stone. They say she was once from Orzammar, but she speaks very little of her past.
The blight didn't make it past the doors. Or couldn't. Interesting.
This person I'm going to see, I think she's keeping the blight away somehow. The song. Do you hear it? Coming from all around us.
Is it delirium? I've never heard it this clearly.
It feels like it's echoing through my entire being. Like I'm part of the melody, and it's calling me home. I would love to look around more. Do you think Stalgard would mind?
I think he'd be fine with it.
Скорее всего, Литериум и Скверна как-то связаны, кстати говоря. Так, журнал Бригера второе, она рассказывала им об
she's waiting.
Класс. И...
Thank you for leading her here, Stalguard. They call me the Oracle.
That's incredible.
Yes, she is.
Ну и...
All this. Is this what I am? Am I like you?
I cannot tell you what you are. Look within and remember. Remember when the earth was alive and the Titans walked the land. In one voice they sang a chorus of creation and of connection.
Isatunal. The song.
When the Titans fell, we awoke, but the melody was already lost.
The dwarves.
We were always just shattered fragments of a greater whole.
The stone sense. My magic. It's Titan magic. But why? Why did this happen? Why do I remember Isatunal? What happened to the Titans?
There's something else here. It's found you.
Ну... Конечно же, давайте сражаться.
Eyes open. the odds there?
И... Может, что-нибудь дашь?
Everyone alive?
Did you feel it? Fury. Such fury. And with you as its mark.
Me? But why?
Good question. Harding hasn't done anything bad, right?
There are horrors in the depths. They have awakened to you now. Look within for your answers. And beware.
No, wait! I have more questions!
Huh.
She does that. Riddles, riddles, riddles. Oh, I'm a rock.
But those weren't answers! She gave me nothing! Come back! Make her come back!
Harding?
Ugh. It's all right. I'm all right. Sorry. We're done. Let's just get out of here.
И куда ты собралась? Надеюсь, что позже будет шанс вернуться и забрать то, что не удалось забрать. Ну? Давай, грузить уже.
Oh, hey.
Ну?
You look...
I'm that obvious?
You're being uncharacteristically quiet.
I try to be cheerful. It helps me, and I think it makes other people feel better. But since we saw the Oracle...
You're allowed to feel off balance. That experience with the Oracle was intense.
But I got nothing out of her except vague hints and even more vague warnings. When you said this was weird, I bet you didn't realize how... I just wish I knew what to do.
We can't let this distract us from the Elven Gods.
And thanks for being on this bizarre journey with me. It really makes me feel less alone.
We're in this together, right?
Harding left the Oracle's sanctum disappointed. Maybe she'd expected too much. Maybe there were no answers to be had. Seething with questions, she forgot the Oracle's dire warning. But far below the surface, something was moving. Determined to be seen. And fighting to be remembered.
Ой. Ну и чё? Так, задание выполнено. Так, обещала передать вам это послание. Хочу... Не знаю, я бился от своего отряда и угодил в щели нагасина. И чё? Фу. Ничего и ничего. Науки 32 уровень. Жопури. Вы получаете на 15% меньше урона от программы врагов. Так, разрушение доспех урон во броне плюс 20%. От решенных атак плюс 10. Так, сильная пассивная способность. Проводимость. Если после убийства врага осталась как минимум одна активная магическая бомба, этот вид. Так, раз, два, три, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Спутники. И что ты мне хочешь показать? Андрик. Так. Так, а тут что? Андрик. Нет. А у меня что есть? Ай, блин. Что еще кольцо дали? А да, урон от горения. Нет. Что еще? Все, на этом все, дамы и господа. Спасибо большое за просмотр. Комментируйте в группе ВКонтакте прохождение. Всем пока-пока.